Hey guys, it's Caroline. Today is Monday, and that means it's my weigh-in day on the keto diet. So today marks exactly 8 weeks that I have been on the keto diet. And I am holding pretty strong right now. It's actually kind of amazing because I think this is the first diet that I've ever done where I just stuck to it, and it seems fairly easy to stick to it. And I feel like I'm having success with it, and I feel like I can really stay with it. You know, most other diets that I've tried, I might stick with for 2 or 3 weeks, and then it's not working, or I'm not feeling great, or it's just doesn't fit in with my lifestyle, and I end up quitting, or I just have a cheat day and I never get back on board. But with the keto diet, so far, I've been holding strong 8 weeks. 8 weeks. I mean, 8 weeks. And I'm really proud of myself. If you guys have been following along and you are doing the keto diet too, I hope you are doing good too. Let me know in the comments if you are, and if you're struggling with staying on it, or if you're pretty easy to stay with the plan. So I'm interested to see how everybody else is doing. I'm also super excited for all of you that have messaged me, commented, posted in my chat group about your journey, that you've started the diet or that you were a little bit ahead of me, how you're doing, sharing recipes. It's been great to talk to all of you. I'm so excited that a lot of you got inspired from my videos and have jumped on board too and have had success. So it's really, really cool. So let me let you know how I did today. I weighed in this morning and I lost a total of 1.2 pounds this week. 1.2 pounds. So that puts me at, let me see here, 20.8 pounds in 8 weeks. I am super happy with that. Now, I did weigh a couple days ago and I was 2.2 pounds. So I don't know what happened this morning. You know, I could be holding a little water weight or who knows, but I thought I was going to be about a little over 2 pounds this week. And I know it fluctuates. I'm thrilled with it. I'm just happy with the 1 pound at least. And I'm over 20 pounds now. So that's super exciting. When I hit 25 pounds, that means I hit my halfway mark of my first goal of 50 pounds. And initially I said I wanted to lose 50 pounds, which I need to lose 50 pounds for sure. It really feels doable. I mean, honestly, I think I can do it. I think I'm going to stay on it and lose the 50 pounds. After I've lost the 50 pounds, I probably will keep going a little bit more. I have quite a bit of weight to lose to actually be at my best weight. I don't know. I lost a lot of weight one time years and years ago, and I started looking a little bit too thin because I'm very tall. I'm 5'11". So I want to just be careful about that. But I probably could go maybe another 20 pounds after that. So we'll just see. I'm just going to go with how I feel and everything. So how did you guys do this week? Did you lose weight? Did you gain weight? I hope you didn't. But if you did, don't worry. Just get back on the train. You know, it happens. You know, that 1 week I gained a pound. So it's going to happen. But we just have to stay consistent with it. And remember how good we feel while we're on this diet. So I want to give you a little recap of how my day went. First, let me get a little sip of coffee. Here I am. This is my iced coffee again. I am drinking out of my I Love My Dog thermos because duh, we love dogs. And I love my dog. I think that my friend Elaine gave this to me, or I might have swiped it from her. Could happen. I actually think I might have. Oh well, anyway, this is one of my favorites too. And I'm drinking today my iced coffee. I explained how I made it the last time. I am drinking mine with the, let's see here, skinny syrup. Can you see? All right, skinny syrup, the brown sugar cinnamon. I mentioned in my last video that I got this and it was a game changer for me. It has been a game changer. I'm telling you people, this is some good stuff. I got this at Tuesday Morning, which is a store that is kind of like a high-end overstock store. I hear that they have it at TJ Maxx, maybe Marshalls and Home Goods. I paid $3.99 for my bottle. You can also get this on Amazon. I will link below this video to Amazon so you can see the product. I'm sure it's more expensive there, but if you didn't want to drive around and you just wanted to order it, this one is really good. So this is brown sugar cinnamon. I also like the vanilla caramel. Those are my two favorites so far, and they are keto friendly, so that's awesome. So what I do with my iced coffee is I first brew some coffee, and then I put in a regular coffee cup. I put, today what I did was I actually used my coconut creamer, which was from Trader Joe's. You can use heavy whipped cream. Heavy whipped cream kind of tastes a little bit better, I think, but this coconut creamer wasn't bad. So I did that. I put about a tablespoon of my skinny syrup, my flavoring, and then I poured the hot coffee over that and I mixed it, and I poured it over a turvis that was full of ice and stirred it up, and it makes a delicious iced coffee. So that's what I'm having now. I had my bulletproof coffee earlier today and just sipping on this. So good. I feel like it's a cheap drink, but it's not. So get the skinny syrups if you can find them, because they're totally worth it to me. So let's talk about this week. What happened? Well, I had a very stressful event occur midweek. My computer completely crashed. I am a blogger, so I work on my computer every single day, 12 hours a day pretty much. And I had everything on this laptop. I had a couple of signals that there might have been a problem, but of course, as soon as I resolved it, I just kept on working instead of making sure that I was protected. And I ended up losing everything on my computer from like 2011, like documents, photos, you name it. It was a complete crash. It completely restored the entire system, and I couldn't find anything on it. Because computer issues and me are not friends, let me tell you. It just gets me beyond stressed. But this time I noticed that I did not overreact. I didn't get overly stressed. I just kind of, was reasonable in my mind about, hey, there's nothing that I can do right now, so let's just see how it restores. We'll see where we're at. We'll just keep on going. And I just kind of kept my cool and I kept my emotions in check, which is really unusual, but I'm going to say I have to contribute this to the keto diet because, normally I do have some anxiety issues, and when I'm under stress or feeling super emotional, I want to eat something to comfort that or push that down, I think. But I didn't feel that way this time. And this is kind of the first time, like, it was a marked thing. I had to call my sister on the phone and tell her, like, hey, I'm doing this keto diet and I've had my computer crash. I've been working on this all day, but I don't feel stressed in the least. Internally, I'm completely calm. And I had read some things about that. I know that I'm clearer when I'm on keto, and I'm much more focused. And I know that I've read that it helps with mood swings and stuff like that. But this is the first time it's really been tested. And honestly, kind of passed the test because I really didn't get stressed out. I just have to carry on. What can you do? Lesson learned. I will back up properly next time. I had a backup, but I had the backup on the same computer. So anyway, another story. Anyway, so I wanted to, I get a lot of questions from you guys, and a lot of questions on my inbox and in my Instagram DMs, because people are asking me, what do you eat in a day? I want to get started on this keto diet. What do you eat in a day? And I have been posting some recipes on my Instagram and also on my website. My website is mycouponexpert.com, and my Instagram is also mycouponexpert. I have been posting some recipes on there. I've been trying to get to the videos, to do some videos, but it's just really time consuming to do a video, and I have to get myself prepared, and sometimes I'm just cooking something on the fly and I just don't do the video. But I'm gonna get better with that. I promise you guys. I know I keep saying it, but I promise you guys I'll get better with doing recipe videos. I've been holding off on doing my keto-friendly sausage cornbread stuffing. I'm hoping to get to that later today. I want to do that, and I want to make sure that I record that on a video, so I've been holding off on getting it going until I actually have the time to do that, and the computer thing kind of set me behind. But people ask me, what do you eat in a day? So I kind of want to just give you a rundown of what I'm doing. I am lazy keto, which means I am only counting carbs. So I am making sure that I have 25 or less carbs per day. And moderate protein, which means I'm eating meat, but I'm eating, a moderate amount. I'm not just gorging on it. And then I'm trying to keep my fat high, because I think that is the most important thing, is keeping your fat high. And I'll explain to you what I did about that in just a second, on how I'm boosting it in the evenings, which has been working really well for me. So in the morning, I have a bulletproof coffee. So that's basically just a cup of coffee, hot coffee, with a tablespoon of Kerrygold butter. So that's like a grass-fed butter. You can't use margarine, you can't use anything like that. It needs to be real butter, preferably a grass-fed butter. If you can't afford the grass-fed butter, just real butter will work. So don't feel like, oh, I can't be buying this, $2.89 butter or whatever it is. Buy what you can afford. And both will work fine, but grass-fed butter is preferred, and I think it's a little bit sweeter. So I do a tablespoon of that, and then I do a tablespoon of unrefined virgin coconut oil. And I put that in the cup, I pour the hot coffee over it, then stir it, I put it in my Magic Bullet, and blend it for about 10 seconds. You could do it in a blender, you can use one of the handheld blenders, whatever you have that'll blend it, really make it frothy. That's what you want to use. And I put that in there for about 10 seconds. It comes out with a nice froth on the top, and then I pour it into my coffee mug and I drink it, and that's a bulletproof coffee. You can also add the skinny syrups, which are like what I mentioned earlier. You can add a flavoring to it if you really want to. I do try to avoid any kind of sweetener stuff first thing in the morning. I don't know why, it's just how I feel. It's like I don't want to tell my body, oh, you want something sweet first thing in the morning. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. Every now and then I just want it and I'll do it. But for the most part, I'm just using the butter and coconut oil, which does have a kind of a sweet taste too when you make it all nice and frothy. All right, so then from there, I'm usually not hungry. We're kind of late eaters the night before, so I'm going a pretty long time in the morning without eating. So I do my bulletproof coffee. I go, as long as I possibly can until I get hungry. And then I will usually do some kind of like a scrambled egg and cheese, scrambled egg, cheese and bacon, scrambled eggs and sausage, or maybe a fried egg. Something like that. If you are not into scrambled eggs or fried eggs, if you like omelets, you could do a ham and cheese omelet. You could do, sausage and cheese. You could do turkey and cheese. Any kind of meat you have, make sure you put a little bit of that in there if you have it. Preferably a fatty meat though, like a bacon or a sausage, because it's going to bump your fat up a little bit with the egg. And eat that. Eat 1, eat 2, eat 3, however many eggs you need to feel satisfied. Eggs are pretty much a free-for-all, so, you can eat eggs however you want to. I've gone where I just eat 1, and I've gone where I've eaten 3, so it's just up to you and what you want to do. And then, let's see, I'll wait, and I don't eat until much later, usually my dinner. If I get hungry between times, I will usually grab like a slice of ham and cheese and roll it up. Let's see, like ham and cheese and pickle, with mustard and mayonnaise, turkey and provolone rolled up. I always keep sliced cheese. I go to the deli, by the way, and I get my cheese sliced. So it's from the block of cheese and they slice it for you. I have Winn-Dixie and Publix in my area. This week, Winn-Dixie has all their deli meats and cheeses on sale for $3.99 a pound, which was a really good deal. So I got, pepper jack cheese and Colby and provolone and stuff like that. So you can get whatever you want. And then ham and turkey are usually my go-tos. You can get whatever meat that you want, but do look and make sure that it doesn't have too many carbs or it doesn't have any carbs. I always ask them to look on the wrapper and tell me if it's, 1 carb or less, so that I know what I'm dealing with when I eat sliced meat. And I usually have them Slice it thin so that, I'm not adding extra. I'll just do like a ham and cheese or whatever. And sometimes I'll have 3 or 4 ham and cheese roll-ups, whatever I'm hungry for. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat it. You could have, olives. You could have cheese sticks. You could eat pickles, macadamias. One of my snacks, but I always reserve this till the evening, but you can have them whenever you want, are these Wisps, and this is the bacon barbecue cheese crisps. I really like these because this is kind of like replaces the chip, the crunch, and they're just cheese really with flavoring and seasoning. So I like them. You can't eat a whole lot of them because they are kind of rich, but I really like them. And this is the other one, the cheddar cheese. I didn't like the Parmesan. I thought that was like a little bit too dry cheesy for me. I don't know. Dry cheesy, is that even a thing? Dry cheesy. Yeah, dry cheesy. That's what I would say. It just, I don't know. I didn't like the Parmesan. You guys might, but that's not for me. So that's kind of an option. And then for dinner really is a free-for-all, people. It's not that hard. You don't have to make it really difficult. You could have pork chops, chicken, steak, shrimp, lobster, hamburgers. Add, cheese to any of that. You can have, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. You could have a big salad with full ranch dressing, a salad with, some kind of a meat on it, cheese, ranch. I mean, you can have all of these things. So it's not like it's not like you're eating stuff that, you wouldn't normally want. If I'm going to make a hamburger, I'm probably going to do like a big hamburger with like cheese and mayonnaise and mustard, and I'm going to put pickles, and I'm going to have lettuce, I'm going to have it in a lettuce wrap or something like that. Don't scrimp on what you want. If you're hungry, eat it. But then once you're full, stop. Don't be like, oh, I've got this big old hamburger and I'm halfway through and I'm really full, but I'm just going to like power through it and eat it. No, if you don't want it, if you're really not hungry, just stop. Put it aside. If you get hungry later, you can heat it up. But chances are you probably are not going to want it later. So that's what I do. I'll stop when I'm full. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I overeat. Sometimes, especially if it's shrimp. If like shrimp's involved, Lord help me, because I'm probably going to overeat the shrimp. But that's okay. I love shrimp, and shrimp's not going to kill me. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys saw on my Instagram and on Facebook I posted last week. I got this product that is called pork panko. And basically it's made out of kind of like pork rinds, but made into a panko breading. So it's 0 carbs. Now you could crush your pork rinds. It's not the same. The texture is not the same. It's kind of like their product is like a softer panko, I guess you'd say. It must be together with some kind of olive oil or something like that. But it's 0 carb. That is a game changer for breading, because you can bread anything with it. I made chicken nuggets. Check out on my Instagram, My Coupon Expert, if you just for an easy access to it. I did kind of like a Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. What I did was I took the chicken breast, I cut it into small bite-sized pieces, soaked it in pickle juice for about an hour, because that's what Chick-fil-A does. And then I dipped in egg, and I dipped in these pork panko breadcrumbs. Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable. I fried them in ghee, which is like a natural butter, but you can put them in your air fryer too. That's fine, that would work. If you deep fry, you really need to be using like lard, real lard, if you're going to deep fry, or use ghee in a pan, which is what I used. It came out nice and crispy. Oh my gosh, so good. It was like I was eating like fast food chicken nuggets or something, but better. It was really, really good. So, you could bread chicken in that. You could bread fish. I also breaded shrimp that night. I did like 6 shrimp just to see, how it would come out, and they were delicious. I ordered another product that is like a pork breadcrumb off Amazon. I haven't got it yet. I think I'm going to get it tomorrow. I'll link that one below too, because I can see that I'll use that a lot. You can use it if you need something, like if you're doing a meatloaf and you need like a breading or something inside. I would imagine you could use that too. And the other product had like the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits, like a recipe that went with that, with their breadcrumbs. So I mean, sold. If I can make those, that's a major game changer for me. So I'll let you guys know how those turn out. Let's see here, seasonings. Make sure that you use a lot of seasoning. I season everything up really, really well so it tastes good. I will use onion, pepper, celery. I'll use that and saute it in the pan before I'm cooking meat a lot because it gives you a nice flavor. I use an onion powder, a garlic powder all the time, pretty much on everything that I make. There is a McCormick Montreal steak seasoning that is really, really good. I'll use that. Sausage, you can have sausages. I love like a smoked sausage or a hot sausage. And there's a company that is called Nettles Sausage. I'll see if I can link to that. But Nettles also makes like a Grandpa's hot sausage links or Grandpa's country sausage links, which are great. And they're like 1 carb each and they're big sausages and they taste really, really good. It's like an all natural sausage. So those are amazing, honestly. So I'll do that. Sometimes I'll cut that up with some onions and peppers. You know, there's so many different things that you can do. If you're cooking your vegetables like broccoli and stuff and you're getting tired of it, you know, you can always do like a cheesy broccoli where you mix it with cream cheese and mozzarella and you bake it. You know, you could do different things like that. Last night I made a pork loin, a slow cooked pork loin that was delicious, and I made a vegetable fried rice with broccoli and some other things in it. I also posted that on my Instagram with the recipe and exactly how I did it. That was super easy and it turned out delicious. So make sure you check that out. I'm kind of looking forward to the leftovers on that because it was really, really, really good. And super easy. It was like a super easy dinner to do. So you just have to get a little creative. Make sure you're using lots of seasonings. I think that is really the biggest key on that. The other thing that I did, and I mentioned it last week, I did it a lot this week, was in the evenings, if I start getting like a hankering to snack, and that's really when my problem is going to be, and I'm sure most of you too, when you're sitting there and whoever else is in your household is also, you know, maybe they're not doing keto and they're going and getting their snacks back and forth, or you're watching a show and they're crunching down on something and you want something. You know, I'll go for like my little chips, my Wisps or macadamias or sometimes pickles or whatever. But if I'm feeling like I really want something, what I started doing was I brew up a little pot of decaf coffee. And I'm not normally a decaf coffee drinker. I usually only drink coffee in the mornings. But somebody had suggested this and it's been a great thing for me. I will brew a little thing of decaf coffee and I will make me a bulletproof coffee at night. So I will put, again, a spoonful of the Kerrygold butter, a tablespoon of the coconut oil, and then I will use one of my skinny syrups, something that I don't drink normally, like maybe I'll do the chocolate macadamia or I'll do the vanilla caramel. And I'll put a little extra of that in with the coffee. And I'll use heavy whipping cream. So it's nice and creamy. And I will put that in my magic bullet, froth that up. And I have a nice cup of, you know, delicious, sweet tasting, hot goodness. And it also has fat in it. So I'm not really eating anything, but it has the added fat, which is what you need. You have to have your fat boosted up so that you'll lose weight. And your body knows to burn fat. So I've been doing that most of this week and it really, I kind of look forward to it, honestly. And I wasn't really like a hot tea drinker or drinking hot stuff at night, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. And it really does satisfy that, you know, feeling of wanting something. So that's what I've been doing. So anyway, I want to know how you guys did this week. Did you lose any weight? Come on. Comment below and let me know. I hope you are subscribing to my channel. Guys, listen, I am just on this keto weight loss journey just like you guys are. Doing my best to document it and let you guys know how I'm doing and stay accountable. I look forward to updating you every week because I know in my mind, okay, I need to stay on this because I'm going to do my update and I'm feeling so good and it just kind of keeps me going. Listen, also I want to mention, you guys, I don't know if you guys know, some of you do and some of you don't. I'm 53 years old. I'm 53 years old. I'm not in my 30s. Not my 20s, not my 30s. I'm not even in my 40s. I'm 53 years old. And I'm successful at this so far. It's actually working for me. You know, the older that you get, especially as women, you know, we tend to carry weight in our midsection, and it's harder to lose weight. I mean, it's just part of life, and it's just part of how things go. And I have struggled. You know, I am an emotional eater, so when I've had issues in my family or, you know, things going on, I would tend to go to eat something to comfort that or to make me feel better or whatever. And I just gained weight, and I just had gotten to where I wasn't feeling great about myself. And I noticed that, you know, my skin was getting a little wrinklier, and I was feeling, you know, puffy all the time, and I had a lot of bloating, and I was achy when I'd wake up. And pretty much all of those things have gone. Now, I don't know if you could see if my skin, if you go back and look at my other videos, I feel like my skin is looking a lot better. I started using this L'Oreal sugar scrub on my face a couple of weeks ago, and I feel like that's making a difference too. But I'm just not as puffy, and I'm not as tired, and I'm not as achy. So, you know, I hope you guys are feeling the same thing. You know, let me know, where are you at in life? And, you know, are you coming off of a pregnancy? Are you coming off of an emotional journey? Or did you just love food and you just gained weight? Let me know. You know, I'd like to know where you guys are coming from too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please tell your friends. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I love you guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.